Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another highlight video. This one for the Humongous Wombats' fourth game against the Green Sox. And we are going to jump right into the top of the first, runner on first for the Wombats, and Pablo Sanchez is going to destroy a ball out to deep center field, and it goes off the scoreboard about 2/3 of the way up. Robbed of a home run there, but first and third for the Wombats after that one. Keisha Phillips comes up next, and the first and third play is on, and this is what you want from a superstar player. Pablo Sanchez taking a hit to make a play, and Ahmed Khan is able to score. Small assist to the pitcher, Ramona Bennett there. We go into the bottom of the first, and this was a very interesting inning. A solid line drive single, but inexplicably decides to run to second after the ball gets thrown back into the infield, and she's tagged out at first. However, the shenanigans would not stop there from the Green Sox, as Timmy Unger, he's going to hit a fly ball to center field. This one probably could have been caught, but once again, solid single. It's thrown back in, and as it's being thrown to Kenny, Timmy Unger tries to make a break for it, and he is going to be pegged at first, except Ahmed Khan suffers on the throw. So Debbie Nagasawa comes up with a runner on first, and she is going to, once again, hit it to center field. Keisha Phillips is able to throw out Timmy Unger at second, and then Nagasawa is going to make a run for it. Unbelievable base running from the Green Sox in the bottom of the first, clearly scouting out Keisha Phillips as some sort of weakness. However, she comes up in the top of the third, ready to make an impact on offense. But it's caught on a nice running play by the center fielder, and Pablo Sanchez is dead to rights at first base, so a nice double play there from the Green Sox. Annie Frazier comes up to lead off the top of the fourth, and she is going to absolutely drive this ball into the gap, almost out, our second almost home run of the game. But she hustles. Petra Chekhov in center field, she had a rough go of it in the field, sand wedges that throw, and Annie Frazier has a triple. Amir Khan comes up with a chance to get a run driven in, and he hits a beautiful fly ball to left field. This is looking like a tailor-made sac fly. The relay here is good, and somehow Annie Frazier is called out at the plate. I argued with the umpire about this, not too much because I didn't want to get ejected, but definitely was not sure about that one. Later on, Nagasawa, solid single, decides not to kamikaze run this time. So, included that for safekeeping, but Petra Chekhov does absolutely nothing to take advantage as Kenny Kawaguchi gets the strikeout. And in the top of the fifth, Ahmed Khan takes advantage of a meatball slow ball and launches it to left field with Kenny Kawaguchi on first. And Ahmed Khan gets his first home run of the season. He's been very good on the batting average front, threatening to show off his power, but until this game had yet to find home run success. So very excited to see him show off the power there. Pablo Sanchez is up next, and he goes opposite field to right, a beautiful inside-out swing, and he is looking at a very nice double. It's picked up by the right fielder, who throws it to the guy next to him, and then it's dropped and then picked up and thrown to no one. So Pablo Sanchez just keeps running and gets an inside-the-park home run out of that one. Amir Khan comes up three batters later, first and third, two out, and it's a beautiful base hit to center field. Petra Chekhov running through mud, but is able to pick up the ball, get it back into the infield. Amir Khan running back to first, and he is somehow called out. A second controversial call. I was already on thin ice with the umpires at that point, so we just let it be. Kenny Kawaguchi with a nice slow-mo strikeout of Ray Tran. He was just mowing down the Sox, especially after that first inning with questionable base running. And then he gets a chance to come up and hit in the top of the sixth. He's going to hit a nice ground ball. And this was actually an example of some good defense by the Sox. A nice first base, third base double play. But we would have more success in the top of the seventh. Bases loaded for Amir Khan, and he is going to hit this right past Petra Chekhov for a ground rule double. Probably fortunate for her that that ball went over the fence, and it only cost the Green Sox 2 runs. However, Kenny Kawaguchi comes up a couple batters later, and he is going to hit this right past the playing in outfield Petra Chekhov, who had no speed whatsoever. Don't know if she was dealing with some sort of injury or what, but the legs just were not there for her. And Kenny Kawaguchi is going to take advantage with a 3-run inside the park homer to put us up 10-0. The top of the 7th would not stop there as Pete Wheeler comes up next, and he will also send it out to center field. This time the outfield playing back, but Petra Chekhov runs in, looking to play it off the wall, takes a high bounce, and if Kenny Kawaguchi can get an inside the park home run, you know Pete Wheeler's got the speed for it. And he makes it easily to home. So back-to-back inside the park home runs. Ahmed Khan comes up next batter, and he says, I want nothing to do with inside the park. I'm hitting this over the fence. Second home run of the day for Ahmed Khan. He has not been one to enjoy his time on the base paths, so not surprising to see him go for the over the fence traditional home run variety. But yeah, back to back home runs for the Wombats to just blow the game even more wide open with a 12-0 lead. The party would continue in the top of the 8th as Ernie Steele hits a fly ball to center. Petra Chekhov actually able to get to this one, but it is a tailor-made sac fly. No throw to get Annie Frazier this time. So Pete Wheeler comes up with 2 on, and he is going to hit a long, high fly ball to right. This should easily be caught, but it is inexplicably dropped by the right fielder, who then spikes the ball into the ground in frustration. Probably not the best strategy here. Kenny Kawaguchi is able to take advantage of that and score, and Pete Wheeler sits on third. 15-0 Wombats as we go to the 9th. Keisha Phillips up with 1 batter already on base, and she is going to launch this one to center field, slightly to the left. Petra Chekhov forced to do more running. She must have had some sort of an injury because she was suffering the whole game, and the Wombats were more than happy to take advantage. Keisha decides to hustle for an extra base, and she somehow is safe. Just questionable umpiring on all the base paths, but at least this one was in our favor, and Annie Frazier is going to hit what looks to be a double in the gap, but Ray Tran running out from second base to field the ball, and then he gets stuck in the fence, and Petra Chekhov just watches her teammate struggle, begging for mercy, does nothing to help him, and it's 18-0 Wombats as we go to the bottom of the 9th, where it looks like we're trying to finish off a shutout, but Keisha Phillips overruns the ball, and it goes for a ground rule double. However, Stacy Gordon comes up, and she is going to pop out to Ahmed Khan, and then the runner on second decides he's got nothing to lose by trying to run to third. Ernie Steele throws it back to Pablo Sanchez, and Pablo decides, I'll just take care of this myself, runs him down and tags him out, and the shutout is intact, except Ramona Bennett launches it and just sneaks it over the wall. And unfortunately, Kenny did not get what would have been a very deserved shutout. But it's 18-1, 2 batters later, and Debbie Nagasawa comes out, and she hits a home run. The Green Sox deciding, for whatever reason, that with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, it was time to start making a comeback. But it was a little too late, but not before Petra Chekhov absolutely blasts this ball, sautés it to center field. Deepest home run of the day by anyone. So she makes it 18-4 as the Green Sox go back-to-back. And finally, with Tanya Uchida up, Kenny is able to finish off the complete game with a ground ball to the pitcher, gets it to Pete Wheeler. 60-pitch complete game for Kenny as the Wombats win 18-4 in a wonderful bounce-back performance.